Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the further unsealed portions of the affidavit that the government submitted to get probable cause to search the Mar-a-Lago premises last year. Okay, it's just a little bit of stuff that the magistrate judge, that's Bruce Reinhardt, the generally solid magistrate judge who works with Eileen Cannon and who authorized the initial search, has permitted to be unsealed. I think there are continual motions before him to unseal as much as possible from the media. It's stuff we perhaps could have guessed at, but it's telling all the same. So first, here's what it isn't. I think I can start here. We know that after the subpoena was served, and Evan Corcoran supplied those 38 additional documents, the government developed probable cause to believe that there were more documents still there. And that remains redacted in the affidavit. It almost certainly involves a cooperating witness right in the bosom of Mar-a-Lago, who's maybe still there, who Trump maybe still trusts. That's a drama. He maybe has suspicions, or maybe he knows, but given his vengeful pettiness, it seems plausible that he still doesn't know, and it's driving him insane. So we have this huge blocked out part that remains blocked out, but just before that, we have something that's been unredacted, and what it says is basically, as the indictment recites, but it gives the actual footage. The storage room the day before the subpoena, that 64 boxes moved out, 31 boxes moved back. So do the math. So that really makes it seem that the subpoena, when they said, "Oh, we've given you everything," was a lie. And then, moreover, another snippet is that Evan Corcoran told them that everything from Mar-a-Lago had been turned over. So he looks like a dupe. And it also seems to be walking back at least reported language that the lawyers had told the feds that Trump has authority over everything, suggesting that A, there's stuff there, and B, they don't have to turn it over. So you have photographs of the boxes. We've seen some of this stuff, but it's really brought home. And the what is brought home, I think, tells you something about the process for getting a search warrant. Also, a lot of people said, "Why can't they get one from Bedminster?" And as I pointed out, you've really got to show that there's probable cause and it's fresh. And I think that will turn out to have been, in this case, some real statements by a cooperating witness just before the search is approved. But the unredacted part also says this: the door to the storage room was painted gold and had no other markings on it. It's located approximately midway up the wall and is reachable by several wooden stairs. What's that about? That's about a good and vigilant magistrate when you bring an affidavit saying, "Okay, wait a second. How do we know that you're saying this is the storage room? Can you explain this to me? How do we know it's the same place as yesterday?" And a good agent, in turn, and prosecutor are ready for that and say, "No, look, you can know that for sure. Here is why this is a unique place. Look how it's next to the stairs, etc. Look how the door is open and it's the same, color and the like." They can show, and stitch up the different snippets of evidence they bring the magistrate to say that this surveillance tape shows that in fact it's the storage room, and 64 go out and only 31 go in. So that's a little bit of a window onto the pretty rigorous process for getting a search warrant, showing that it's more likely than not there's evidence of a crime there, and there currently, not that there's been in the past, which is the whole problem with Bedminster. Remember, by the time they learn about these conversations with Trump, brandishing security documents, it's been over a year or some time has passed. So now the other point that this brings up is Trump's co-defendant, Walt Nauta, because he's the guy who can be seen moving it in and moving it out. That has to be one of the reasons that he has been charged. The guy still doesn't have a lawyer. His arraignment's been postponed, I think, twice now. It's now set for this week. And we're going to see something about Cannon, because something has to give. This is now a beginning to be a substantial delay, and it's just either he really can't, no one will represent him, or he's dragging his feet. In either event, he should be assigned a federal public defender. He has the right to it, same as anybody else. If he can't get a lawyer because he can't pay him, or because no one will represent him, that's what a federal public defender is for. Moreover, whoever it is, if they get up and say, oh, I've just been appointed and this is a super complicated case, could I please have 2 months to begin to get up to speed? The judge needs to shut that down. And if she doesn't, it's a bad sign. So the Nauta situation, whether he's a hapless guy who honestly can't get a lawyer, or whether he, including in league with Trump, is kind of doing the first, it's almost like the opposite of a relay race, where each person on the leg tries to add delay to on their end. If this is the first leg where he's added delay, that first leg needs to end, and Cannon needs to bring it to a close. So we'll see when the actual rescheduled arraignment takes place this week. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.